In this film, we will show you how to replace the air spring module on the front axle of the Mercedes S211 with airmatic suspension. It's very important that you follow the instructions exactly as they are shown. With the Mercedes E-Class Type S211, it is absolutely essential to use a suitable piece of diagnostic equipment when you are carrying out work on the air suspension. Before starting the replacement work, use the diagnostic equipment to determine which air spring are faulty. The diagnostic equipment will tell you each individual step that you need to follow. To determine the installation position, measure the elevation of the vehicle and make a note of it. Raise the vehicle to the designated points. Remove the wheels so that you can perform a visual inspection. A visual inspection shows eventual damage to the suspension components. Use the diagnostic equipment to discharge the air spring module to 3 bar. Disconnect the air line and the electrical control line. Then remove the 3 nuts of the air spring module. To replace the air spring module, remove the front inner fender. Be especially careful with the electronic connections. You must make sure you are using a suitable ball joint separator. Next, secure the wheel suspension using a suitable cable strap. Remove the bottom screw fitting for the air spring module from the control arm. After you unpack the new air spring module and before you install it, you must check it as outlined in the mounting instructions. Do not tighten the bottom screw of the air spring module. When you install the electrical cables, make sure they are in the specified positions. Tighten the new air spring module in the turret, and then remove the information label. On the airline, only use the new compressed air screw fittings that have been supplied with the air spring module. Check that the O-ring and cone are positioned correctly. Next, screw in the airline using the special tool and connect the electrical line. Use the diagnostic equipment to increase the air spring module to around 5 bar. It's important that the wheels do not make contact with the ground during this. Once the vehicle has been set down on its wheels, use the selector switches to make the various settings for the air suspension. Once you have checked the elevation, tighten all the screw fittings to the torque specified by the manufacturer. When the work is complete, use the diagnostic equipment to remove the fault messages relating to the air suspension. After you have performed any work on the suspension, it is absolutely essential that you realign it.
BILSTEIN. Drive the legend.